I'm Tria Case. I am the University Director of Sustainability for the City University of New York. Our panel was discussing battery storage and uptime for data centers and thinking about what can we be doing in terms of supporting the battery storage marketplace, what can we be doing to think about different battery storage technologies. And so the group really cut across different sectors, folks who are who run data centers, who are looking at UPSs and the choice of should I be going VLRA or should I be going lithium ion? What are the issues that they may or may not have to deal with in order to make those choices? We had somebody who's working with the federal government and really supporting policies and looking at supporting companies who are considering different options. A fellow who is running, is basically selling UPS systems, and myself. So we really spent a lot of time talking about what are the issues associated with lithium-ion batteries. What do people have to understand when they're dealing with the deployment of systems? Utilities may be supporting battery use, but when you get to, and so you can interconnect, if you will, but when you get to a municipality, you actually have to get through a whole different set of permitting requirements. There are Department of Buildings and particularly the fire department when you want to deploy a system. And so there was a little bit of a discussion about UL and the requirements that UL places upon, or certifications UL places upon batteries, and then what municipalities might be looking to when they're trying to determine the permitting requirements. The program that I run for the City University of New York is in partnership with the State of New York and the City of New York, where we're working with FDNY, the Fire Department of New York, and the New York City Department of Buildings to look at what are the right or what are the appropriate requirements for an urban environment like New York City. And so last year we actually produced a guide for how do you permit lithium-ion batteries in outdoor settings in New York City, and we're currently working on a guide for how you would go through permitting indoor systems, and it's raised a lot of very interesting questions and discussions about what might have to consider and deploy when looking at this. One of the discussions that we went through this afternoon was thinking about the use of batteries and what you might be using them for, whether it's just for uninterrupted power, or whether you actually could be producing power that you could be providing back out onto the grid. As utilities are starting to see more and more demand, and we're increasing our connected communities and environments, and everyone's energy use is really going up, thinking about how our energy users can also be energy providers is something that's a really interesting conversation, and data centers can really be at the center of that if they choose to be. You've got large square footage on rooftops, you've got an opportunity where you're already investing in batteries, and maybe those batteries don't have to sit there most of the time, maybe they can actually be used to support the grid. So it's not just an upfront investment, it's actually something that you can be earning revenue from possibly over time. Great conference, interesting people. The lunch was excellent. So thanks for inviting me.